Do you keep in touch with anybody? Any other family members?
Just Gail, no. So many have moved away. And I saw a gal the other day, well, not the other day, it was a while ago, and she had moved from Black Forest to this area. And she had her kids, they were all gone, they'd all grown up. But I saw her at the grocery store, and she just said she thought she wanted to get out of Black Forest in the memory of the house and stuff. And then one other gal moved to where her brother, he was with the Olympic Center, and she moved where her brother lived. And I think she's remarried. So, you know, and her daughter had been in college. So I think we had a ladies group that met. My sister and I decided that maybe during the first few months of trying to work this out in our brains, that we would have a ladies club and kind of, you know, keep up with each other and try to figure out what was going on. And that lasted for about a year. And then once it was decided that the case would be tried in Colorado, we settled because there was, you know, there was nothing we were going to get. We could have actually gotten just the same amount if we wouldn't have had a lawyer.
Was that group a support group? I mean, emotional?
Yeah, It was emotional, and I'm trying to think. It was that, but just to get together because we all experienced the same horror in different ways. You know, the one minister's wife, I remember, she moved to Denver by her, I think, brother or sister, and I felt so sorry for her because she, I don't think her husband had used any insurance. You know, with the cards you get insurance, so and I felt real sorry for her. I think she did okay in the end, and she was very sweet, but I haven't seen anybody for 10 years, probably, except for the one gal I mentioned. Except for Gail.
I mean, it's been 20 years since the crash. Does it ever go away?
Never. Never. It'll never go away. It'll never go away as long as I breathe and I have my children are fine and healthy. It'll never go away. I'm not like I said, I'm not fearful for flying. I'm fearful for my husband to fly alone. I always try to squeeze on that plane. If we're going to go together. So no, it's pretty much, and right now I really miss her almost more than, because she was my role model. And I'm almost at the age that she was when she was killed. So it's really, I'm like, I could really, and she would have lived a long life. Her mother died at 97 and her father at 90, so she had good genes, and all of her siblings lived long, healthy lives. And she has one brother, the youngest, that's still alive. And so I know she would have lived, you know, a long, long time. But I miss her now. I think we could have had a really good time. She was spunky. My mother was spunky.
And she would be 82?
A little older than that. Let me see. I think yeah, 82 or 83.
Do you feel guilty at all? If you live old to be older than she did?
Oh gosh, no. The thing that we're all, my older sister and myself, are so grateful. My stepfather had emphysema, and he was having a particularly bad day that they were flying. And I thought, what if they would have said, could you come to Denver to pick us up? And we would have said, no, we can't, because my son was playing hockey and she was doing something with her horses that day. And I thought, oh my gosh, what would, I don't know how I would have lived with myself. I think I probably would have gone up, knowing myself. I would have done it. But if I wouldn't have. Think if I wouldn't have. Think of the guilt you would have lived all these years, 20 years of, I could have saved my parents if I'd have just gone out and gotten them.
So no guilt.
I don't think I'll live as long as she is because of this, actually. It's put stress on our whole family, all of our families.
Still.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked earlier, you said that you talked with your sister and she was angry that you were doing this interview. Why?
She was a little angry because she thinks it's, people think it's time to move on and don't keep dragging it up, and it really made me think about, you almost got to cancel a call there because she just didn't think it needed to be, and my husband's the one that said, why? He said, she made a reference to something in New York City about the 9/11 and that some of the people don't like it when they read the names or whatever, and my husband doesn't believe that. He said, who wouldn't want their loved one honored, and this is totally different, but I mean...
Is it?
No, Mother, I don't think Mother needs to be honored, but I think I want United and Boeing to step up to the plate and say, yeah, we really screwed up here. If we would have taken time out at this crash site, Pittsburgh wouldn't have happened.